Hi, this is Martice Brumfield with Martice Brumfield Real Estate, and today I have Sandra Casanto from Silicon Beach Escrow.
Hello.
Sandra is actually here with me today because we are going to debunk some of the myths that you guys may have heard as far as escrow and what takes place in escrow. So Sandra, tell our viewers exactly what is escrow and what does that mean?
Escrow is a third neutral party that handles the funds and paperwork on a purchase of a transaction of a home or condominium or commercial purchase.
Okay.
And we handle all the important paperwork, which means the transfer of the ownership and make sure that title is clear and our funds are held in a non-trust account.
Okay. If I have a prospective buyer, how long does the buyer have before opening escrow?
To put in their funds, it's always they have 3 business days from the day the offer was accepted.
Okay, 3 business days.
3 business days. So if the date fell on a Friday, the contingency actually starts on Monday. So he has until Wednesday to submit his EMD.
Okay, perfect. All right. And so what are some of the challenges that you have seen with any particular escrow? What is probably the most problematic issue when it comes to escrow?
When title's not clear. When we have liens that we have to clear to ensure that when we're transferring the new ownership to the buyer, that the buyer is aware that all that stuff comes out. Is working with the seller on getting these items clear. Some of those items sometimes don't apply to the seller. However, we like to get a head start, so we recommend our agents to at least start a pre-listing file so we could start clearing all those items before we even open escrow.
Okay, great. All right, and what is the shortest time period that you have seen in escrow, and what's the longest time frame in escrow can be held?
I just recently closed a 2-day escrow.
Wow.
Yes, but normally it goes 30 days. Cash transactions usually go less days, 21 days. However, the longest I think we've done is almost a year.
Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, that's a long time.
And that's one of the complicated ones.
Okay, that's a complicated one. So that had everything going on with it. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And so, last question. What are some of the common ways in which maybe a new homeowner or the buyer could take title? I know you can't necessarily give legal advice on how to take title, but what are some of the common ways in which they can take title?
There's a few of them, especially when it's single. It's either a single woman or a single man.
Okay.
However, if it's a married couple, then you have 4 options. You could either take title as a joint tenant, husband and wife joint tenant. Husband and wife tenants in common. That's really rare because usually the percentage is 50-50, or community property with right of survivorship.
Okay. And then I think also too, I'm almost certain you can take title as a trust. Correct?
That is correct. We have had transactions where they open escrow and it's under an individual and or assignee, and then later in the transaction they decide to take title in a trust. So pretty much all we need for our transaction is a trust certification. Meaning it's certifying that the trustee of the trust is the actual signer for the trust.
Okay. And then of course you can take title through a legal entity such as an LLC or corporation.
That is correct. That is correct. And the only items that we require towards when it's an entity, then of course you would have to provide your entity docs, because title does require now, especially now on cash transactions, if you're purchasing all cash, they want to make sure that the funds are coming from a good account.
A good source.
Exactly. And so they make the buyer actually complete a FinCEN form, which pretty much names all the trustees, if it's in a trust or if it's in a corporation or a partnership, who is entitled to sign on behalf of that corporation.
And so now that you brought in this new term, fencing form, what exactly does that mean to the audience so that they know?
It's just when it's an all cash transaction, title wants to make sure and ensure that the funds that are coming in are clean funds.
Got it.
And it's no fraud going on, because it's a lot of fraud that goes out there.
Okay.
But that's a way of title making sure that the funds are good.
Okay, and they're coming from a reputable source.
Exactly.
Got it. So there you have it, guys, that, escrow can be as short or as long as it needs to be, depending upon the transaction in and of itself. But for the most part, when you're working with a confident and reliable agent, such as myself, you can always rest assured that, the transaction is going to be handled appropriately, because Sandra's going to take care of you. So in the meantime, we look forward to working with you soon, and take care until next time. Bye-bye.